We began a new Advent sermon series this past Sunday on the missing piece that is the unfortunate reality for so many in our world today. And we talked about the question, answering that question, is peace even possible? You know, with everything that's going on, with all that we see in the world, with all that we're experiencing, is it even possible to have peace? And of course, we talked about the answer is yes, but only in and through Christ is there any sort of lasting peace. And so this coming Sunday, we're gonna answer another question: what if people hurt me? You know, so you're saying yes, peace is possible, but what if I'm hurt? What if people hurt me? What then? What about this missing piece that I'm experiencing, that I'm longing for? What if people hurt me? And so we're going to look at Romans chapter 12. And so often when we think of that question, what if people hurt me? We want others to fix the problem, right? But I think that the answer when we're dealing with hurt and pain and difficulty and a lack of peace, the answer is, what do we do? You know, of course, ultimately that's what we can control, right? Is what we can do. And ultimately we want to look to the Lord, and that's always going to be the answer first. But then how should we treat others? What should we do? And so we're going to talk about that. I'm going to challenge you on Sunday to have peace in the midst of pain, that even through the struggles, even through the difficulty, you can still have peace. And I hope that you'll see that as we look at this passage together in Romans chapter 12, verses 14 to 18. But also we're going to talk about 5 ways that we are to treat others. If we follow Christ, if we are really pursuing the peace that is in Christ and through Christ and then overflows in our relationships with others, that should impact how we treat others. And when we treat others the way we would like to be treated, we're going to experience peace. And so we'll talk about that on Sunday morning. I want to challenge you to read Romans 12. In fact, read the whole chapter. I think that'd be helpful for you. We'll go through that on Sunday morning, especially verses 14 to 18. And I want to invite you to join us, of course, for our prayer gathering at 9 o'clock, our family groups at 9:30, and then for that worship celebration at 10:40, when we'll talk about the fact that we can have peace even in the midst of pain. And then Sunday evening, we have our Trail Life meeting, and so we look forward to boys elementary age and middle school and high school and their families to come and join us for that. And we're looking forward to this time of worship and fellowship Sunday. Spread the word. I hope to see you then.